Wise Pineapples. Welcome to the Juicy Tidbits podcast, where my mission is to energize you, your team, and your sweet results. I'm your host, Christine Trippy, the Chief Fun Officer here at the Wise Pineapple. Today, my guest star is my brother from another mother, Dan Alling. Dan is a first-class hospitalier. I met Dan first at KeyLime Cove Water Resort at the job fair, where he quickly made an incredible impression. I hired him as our arcade manager, and when I left for Marriott, he came with me. He is now taking his hospitality talents to the medical field as a surgical laser technician, where he is charming patients and doctors alike. I can only imagine. I consider him, again, a brother from another mother. I just love this man and the hospitality he brings to our industry and other industries now, and I'm so lucky to call him friend. Please welcome Dan Alling. Hello, Danny.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you. Thanks for
You're
having me
always
on.
good because you're such a happy camper. I just love you so much. Oh, I love having you here. Thank you so much for doing this to help me energize and inspire our hospitality leaders. Thank you so much.
As a leader, Christine, you taught me so much, and I've learned so much, and I've taught people, and they've told me they've learned stuff that I've learned from you, and it's just never ending on hospitality. So it's great.
It's that ripple. You never know how far that ripple will reach. I love that so much.
Make a difference.
Yes, it makes make a difference one yes at a time. I have so many amazing memories from KeyLime Cove Water Resort and the Courtyard, but where we first met was at KeyLime. And I'm wondering, do you have any favorite memory that stands out for you? I know we had so many amazing memories, but any that stand out for you?
There's a zillion memories, from guest interactions to just hanging out and being in a fun. It was like a Willy Wonka environment. I felt like Willy Wonka is this chocolate factory. But I remember our first day before we opened. That's where I met some of the crew. Guys, I'm still friends with Kevin Shear to this day. He's still one of my best friends. Mm-hmm. And we met, we filled out everything. We got to go on a tour, and your energy and just excitement just made us. I've never been excited. It's like, are you always nervous to start a job? I've never been excited, and you had the energy from the beginning. Actually, the day we met, you mentioned the day we met, I was with my friend Zach, and we were both flying, and you were spot on. And I'm like, you know what? If we get called up, we're going to cheer. We're going to dance around, and we're going to give you a high five. And it worked. And it worked. I've been my big sister ever since. So
that is for sure.
The beginning, just learning everything from you. I had the skills. I just needed to be polished. Like I was like a dull knife. I was good always working with people, and you helped me inspire and learn the little details to make it a little better.
I love it. And I thank you, because I learned from everyone that's around me, and I learned so much from you. And Dan, you have such resilience and positivity. There's nothing that can shake you. When it comes to, inside, yeah, maybe you've been a little beaten or whatnot, but you never let that show. No matter what happens, no matter what guest is in front of you, no matter what situation, you are unshakable. I just mad respect, and I just love you so much. And that's why you are like my little brother.
Oh.
Although I think on Facebook we're the same age.
You're 1 year older than me. 1 year older than me.
I love that so much.
We're almost 40.
I'm going to have to adjust that age again.
Yeah, you're going to have to go under me. Find a new
Oh my God, my son is catching up to me.
You had him when you were 14. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, Dan, you've done something that many hoteliers have thought about, which is changing industries. And especially you are so amazing at hospitality. So tell us a little bit about that transition. What do you miss? What do you enjoy more now? What can you tell us about that? Because I know a lot of people wonder.
Well, what I miss, I'll start with most. I miss the guest. Mm-hmm. I miss, making someone's day, something you always talked about. But we used to have return guests at like KeyLime and return guests at Marriott that, oh, hey, Dan, how are you doing? We had such a good time. Or someone leave a comment, they come back and their kids be like, oh, Mr. Fix-It, they called me because I used to fix machines. I'm still friends with that family. They gave me Bears tickets and stuff. Like, just connections I make and just going above and beyond trying to make someone's day special and working with a fun crew, excitement, good bosses. Not that I don't have good bosses now, but like you brought energy, and other bosses are good at teaching and stuff. But with my job currently, everything's on your own, which I would say is one of the things I kind of like.
Yes. That tell us a little bit more about that too, because that's awesome. And you're self-motivated, self-disciplined, and you're able to do that. Not everybody's able to do that, but tell us a little bit more about that. Those positives that you really like more now.
Well, so I deliver and run lasers for doctors, a lot of urology doctors for surgeries. So my job, I get to travel all over and meet go to new hospitals, meet new docs, which actually my hospitality helped. I'm very open and nice to meet new people. And that's kind of what hospitality is, meeting new people and interacting. And I'm really good at that. I'm good at, introducing myself and being more calm in a new situation. But what I like about this is when I'm done, I'm kind of done. It's all on me. Like when I work, I get everything. Like when I'm done, it's on my plate. If there's a mess up, it's my responsibility. I'm not getting a call at 2 a.m. about 3 people called off. Everything is on me, which before it was me worrying about everybody. Now I just got to kind of take care of myself a little, which is kind of nice. And I get weekends off.
Oh,
I'm working normal hours, which I've done hospitality, restaurants, and everything since I've been 15. I can't remember the last time I was able to go to like barbecue after birthday. And sometimes the hospitality is something you sacrifice. You sacrifice, holiday weekends, Memorial Day weekend, days when we're busy is the days when like common job people, get to relax. So I don't miss that part. I like having the weekends off and a consistent schedule. But I miss working with people. I miss helping people. I miss creating memories. And that was something that I always cherished, that you helped me cultivate, just making people's day better. And that's something I do miss. I get sad, but I work with new docs. All the docs I work with have my number. I know their settings. I make sure I'm there early. I'm prompt. And I make a lot of connections with all the nurses at the hospitals I'm common at. They know my name. They know I'm going to do a great job. And I bring positivity. Because they say, well, some technicians I work with is negative. And they're like, Dan, you're always so nice. And I'm like, it's a hospitality background. I go into someone's place and that's their house. I try to stay out of the way and just follow the rules. And
that's what I was going to say, Dan, that I bet you just like were like a breath of fresh air. Like, who is this guy who's so nice?
One employee a year, second year working.
Yeah.
So that was great. And that was more just from the connections I made with the doctors. The sales guys are like, keep Dan here. Keep Dan here. We want him. The docs want him. I started getting requested, which usually don't, but docs are like, I want Dan. I want him here because I know he's cool. And it's like the docs I work, almost like guests I work. Everyone's a little different.
Exactly.
A certain doctor, he likes movies and music. Another doctor, big Bears fan and Cubs fan. Other docs don't want to talk, like
it's all about emotional intelligence. We use it every day.
Ask, that'll assess the situation. How's your day going? And how they respond back to me is like, does he want to talk or does he want to just, some docs just want to chat and want someone to help make the surgery go by a little quicker. Other docs don't want to talk. And that's how guests, some guests, they want everything. They hear about everything. And some guests just are business guests. They want to get in, they want to get out. And you got, let me help you with that. Perfect. And then you move on from that situation differently.
Exactly. Another perfect example about how what we do in hotels is so transferable because it's all about just relationships and dealing with people and emotional intelligence, being able to read that person. Well, Dan, I know that each episode, I explained to you that each episode is just this quick, juicy tidbit of inspiration to help leaders to be confident, empowered, and to lead from the heart. And which are you going to focus on today?
Confidence.
All right. Being confident. I think you're going to touch on being that manager on duty and dealing with difficult problems, right?
Yes, that's what I was going to.
Awesome. All right. Well, Dan, I'm going to let you take it over. Give us your juicy tidbits.
Well, after I was working with Christine at KeyLime Cove, I became manager on duty of the whole resort for about 3 years at KeyLime, which we have, how many rooms did we have?
414.
414. So pretty much Tuesday through Saturday to like 1 a.m, I was like the boss to get talked to. Or my job, I was tell my friends, it was my job to get yelled at sometimes.
Yep.
You get 400 rooms, 1,000 something guests, obviously people are going to have issues. And one of the things I learned through Christine and just through hotel management really helped me out with being manager on duty was dealing with a lot of issues. You know, a lot of times we have microphones, we get a phone call, and we're like, we have angry guests at the desk. So 3 things I would do was, first thing, I would assess the situation. I would never go straight to the guest. I would tell the person, meet me in the back room, and we can go over what the issue is, you know, how mad they are. I look up where they're from, what I can do, like, how can we help this problem? Instead of going there blind, like a lot of people like get called and run up to the problem, think before you leap.
Yes. And one thing that I always do when I'm in that process, that proactive process, is I try to put myself in the guest's shoes. For a moment, let's be the guest so that I can tap into that empathy before I go and talk to them.
Perfect. That's number 2, empathize. Empathy is probably the best thing I've learned to use throughout my hospitality, dealing with problems, empathy, the LEARN model. Some wonderful woman taught me to listen, empathize, react, and notify.
Oh, he still knows it.
Taught me that. But when you talk to a guest right away, especially with their family, you just want to listen. Let them talk first. A lot of times they just want to be heard. Interrupting them, don't do. A lot of people always say, okay, this, and just let them talk. A lot of times they just want to get stuff off their chest after 2 minutes of just talking and then saying, you know, hey, I understand. I agree. I would be upset too. If you can connect with them in that way, then they know you're not just a boss. You're not just some faceless manager. You want to like show them, hey, I'm here to help you. That's why I make sure you introduce yourself right away. Like, if you need a problem, I'm Dan. I'm going to be here to help you out. We'll make it better from here on out. And just try to assist the situation best you can.
Love it.
Lastly is situations. Every situation is kind of different. One of the craziest stories and hardest parts when I was MOD was dealing with pool issues, especially considering bathing suit issues. We had a couple of times where we were in a kids park and bathing suits are a little too risque, where we have parents complaining. And you have to, especially as a man, talk to someone about a thong bikini or, well, one day we had a manager.
That's a tough one, Dan.
That's a story. One day we had a manager and I get a call and she told this lady she couldn't be in the pool because her bathing suit was a little too revealing in the front. So, and the lady was upset and she went to her room. So she said they want to talk to a manager. Now, I didn't want to go talk to a female about her appearance in a room with someone I didn't know. So I grabbed another manager that was a female lifeguard. I'm like, hey, can you assist me and help me talk to this lady? Wanted to make her comfortable. So we went in and talked to her, and the problem was she just had a kid. Bathing suit didn't fit because she just had a child. She had 2 kids with her, and she was the sweetest lady. And the key thing was she was embarrassed. It wasn't more mad. She got talked to, where she got talked to by the first manager was in front of her family and other people. Which goes down to when you talk to someone, make sure the guest is comfortable. Sometimes if you're upset, don't talk to them in the public. Pull them aside, sit down, you know, get casual, because this guest, she was embarrassed that she got confronted on this. It's something that she said she couldn't help there. You know, nothing she could do. So we talked to her. She cried. She gave me a hug. I told her, you know what, let's go upstairs. We're happy to buy your own new bathing suit. And it was a little extra, made it special for her. And she came back. I saw her a second time. They gave me a hug later in the day. And it was a situation that could have been really bad. And she was so happy. She told me she was very comfortable that I brought someone else in to talk with her. And like a situation that it's not just cut and dry. You got to like, you know, some situations got to move around, and planning ahead, you know, assessing and just empathizing really made that lady's day. And her rest of her trip, she said, was wonderful. And we could have been a very big problem into just a little like hiccup in the day.
Yes. My friends, anybody out there listening, this is what Dan brings. Dan can smooth over any situation and do it where he comes away and everyone's friends. And that's what it is. And again, you are so right. And this is why you're so good at it, because you do have such an empathetic heart and personality that you really tap into that. And that's why you always come away from these situations better than you started. I just love you so much, Dan. I miss you.
I miss working with you.
I miss you too.
I miss
Now,
the
I know
energy. I bring the energy now, but sometimes the energy person needs to get energy as well.
I know that. Yes.
You carry everyone else on your shoulders. We carry you.
Yes. So now you said you had another situation of a friend who's got a rough situation now. What was that?
So this is for you and for anybody listening. If you can comment and maybe suggestion. I have a very close friend who started a new job at a resort in a tropical area. She is working with kind of a timeshare company where she is bringing people out, and then they have to go to the seminar and to try to create lifetime stay at this resort. So she is new. It's her third day yesterday, and she is training with someone who's only been training. She's only been working there for 3 weeks. So the person working with her doesn't know what she's doing on the technical part. My sister's like, we lost these 3 sales because the girl I'm with doesn't know what she's doing on a certain part. And then I don't know, which stresses her out because now she's not learning what the one part that she needs help on, this girl doesn't know either.
Right.
Now she want to know, who does she go to? She doesn't want to call out the girl who's working with her, who's super nice, but they both don't know what they're doing. And it's just, I think with a lot of society right now is everyone's hiring new people. And sometimes the only veteran staff you have is someone that's been there for 6 months. Maybe they're not right to train as well. I think that's a big issue. Everyone's hiring is a very young staff. I've noticed in restaurants, it's young staff, hospitality, everyone's hiring, and you're getting these bright-eyed people. But if you lose them early, they're nervous, and you put them with someone that's not prepared to train, and they're nervous as well. And
they don't have.
She was crying to me, and I'm like, I only ask.
Yeah, they've got the energy and they've got the want, but they just don't have that skill set yet. One of the things that I would immediately go to is the 4 power questions, which I don't know if you'll remember this, but the 4 power questions are: what am I learning? Or what I'm sorry, what's going right? What's not?
Yeah.
What am I learning? And what will I do different? And if she can say to her immediate supervisor, are you open to some feedback? And then, get that permission, and then maybe really be transparent and honest and talk about the situation. And let's say, here's what we're doing really well. Here's where we're struggling. What are we learning from this? And what can we do next? Who can we go to next? Maybe if she can team with that person, and that, because I think if she goes above that person, it's going to be a bad experience from the get-go.
I agree. I kind of mentioned, I'm like, maybe next time the situation comes up with the girl, that you both should go to a manager and suggest to the girl, hey, we should go ask so this doesn't happen again. They can learn together. So not call out the girl. They're both, they both would get helped, and it's not causing a situation to be awkward.
Right. And if anybody else out there is dealing or having that kind of a situation, think about those 4 questions. And again, today's topic is about being confident. Those are hard questions to have, and you need to have confidence to walk in and ask people, are you open to some feedback? So but in order to get to where we want to be, we've got to have the courage to do it. Courage over comfort. So I think those are the hard questions we all need to have in our lives. And I think that might be helpful for her.
I think also with onboarding too, as a manager, you should try, before the new person goes home that day, maybe sit down with them. Any questions? How was your day? Any concerns? What can we work on the next day? So you give them, you can kind of have a little huddle before you go, especially the new staff. So they're not drowning and stuff. You don't find out when they're already 8 days in upset. You find out early and you just cultivate it, move on from there. I think a lot of people sometimes don't do that, but it's good to touch base. Come with me for 5 minutes to sit down. And how was your day? What could have been better? What do you want to learn next?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that helps them. You don't want if they have a fire for passion for hospitality, you don't want it to burn out in 3 days because of a bad situation.
100%. I'm with you. Yes. Well, Dan, as you know, I am the director of fun.
Always.
always. And I have baked up some fun for us. I've never done this one before, so hopefully it goes well. For those of you who might be listening rather than watching and listening, I'm going to pop up a question, and it's kind of like the dating game. But it'll be more like the brother-sister game.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm so sorry, anybody listening. I know there's a little bit of
scratch.
Yeah, scratch something, some kind of feedback there. So sorry about that. I was gonna say, I wonder, do me a favor, pick your phone up real quick. Let's see if any of that. I keep feeling like when I talk, maybe it's no. Then that gives an echo. Okay, never mind. We'll just keep going. Thank you. I'm not sure, but that's all right. We're going to keep going. All right, Dan, I'm going to put a question up, and what you need to do is write down what you think I will say, and I'll write down what I think you will say.
Okay.
Get it? Well, let's see if you remember this. Get it?
Got it.
Good.
Wow, I've done that forever.
That's awesome.
I haven't been any of your trainings in forever. That's why.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Okay, first question. What would Dan or Christine say is their favorite drink?
My penmanship is atrocious.
Yeah, mine too, atrocious. All right.
It's easy.
Okay, let's just do the answers as we ask the questions. Okay. What did you say I would say?
Captain Coke.
Oh, Diet Coke.
Oh, Diet Coke. Okay, casually Diet Coke.
I'm just kidding. You got it. All right, I said Dr. Pepper and beer.
Dr. Pepper?
No, not Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper?
What about beer?
Beer I love. Yeah. Actually, it was a nice day yesterday. I had some beers out with some friends. We went out to dinner. So, yes, beer is correct. Dr. Pepper, no.
I thought I remember you liking Dr. Pepper. Okay. All right. Question number 2 is, what would Dan and Christine say is their favorite color? I'm giving you softball.
Yeah, I know you too well. Anyone who's met you more than like 10 days and seen your office will know. Because what's your favorite boa color? It's the same as your favorite color.
Yes. All right, Dan. What is it? Think you are correct. I said blue for you.
It's green.
Oh, dang it. I was trying to remember.
It's green.
I was trying to cheat too. I was trying to find your Who Am I? I couldn't find it.
I changed favorite colors for a while. It was green from the kid. But I love blue. I like black. I don't like orange.
Okay.
No
All right.
orange.
Question number 3 is, what would Christine or Dan say is their favorite sports team?
Oh, I know yours. I just don't know the name of it. Okay. Mine should be easy.
What? Yes. All right, I'll go first. I said the Bears.
100%. Go Bears. Boo Packers. Sorry, Zach Michael. Boo Packers.
Yes. Okay, what'd you say for me?
It's the minor league baseball team that you and your husband go to, like the Hot Dogs or the Red Hots. I don't know their name, but I see you guys at the game. I know your husband was wearing a hot dog suit.
Yeah, we're called the Chicago Dogs, and I wrote down Hawks, the Hawks, but
you're a big White Hawks fan. I just went recently. I'm like, I see you at the games and stuff. So.
Yes. Yeah, my husband's a big fan. All right, last question, Danny. All right, what would we say is our favorite candy?
Oh, I know mine. What's your favorite candy? Oh, okay. I'm gonna just put it. I don't know if it's candy, but we'll put it. Mine. Hopefully, you know mine. There's one candy I like the most. It's not candy, but gum.
Oh,
Christine
you know
always
what?
has gum. Christine always has gum on her. If you need gum, Christine has gum, and she will give it to you.
You are correct. That is absolutely right. For you, it's Kit Kat.
It is Kit Kat. I love Kit Kat. The neutral candy. No one hates Kit Kats. It may not be their favorite, but everyone will eat a Kit Kat.
Yes, I love Kit Kat too, but I remember that you love Kit Kat. Awesome. Well, Dan, I love having you here. I love catching up with you always. You know that I end every huddle with great energy. So, what is your phrase of the day going to be?
Uh,
What did you say? I think we taught. What did we say it was going to be?
well, I have a good quote that it's stupid. One of my favorite movies was Willy Wonka, and he says, "We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams." And that's something that always, meant something for me.
I love it. How about we say
make
dreamers
your
of
own
dreams?
world.
Yeah. How about we say dreamers of dreams?
Sounds great.
All right. Okay. So put your hand in, Dan. All of you out there, wherever you are, put your hand in. Dan, count us down, and we'll give it.
1, 2, 3.
Dreamers of dreams. Thank you so much, Dan. I really appreciate you being here. I miss you, and I'm just so happy you're so successful. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.